have booked your ticket and you're flying to Kenya. But what should you do or know before actually traveling to Kenya? Welcome to Travel Tuesday, where I share travel tips and tricks for you to help you planning your holidays in Kenya. So if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button just here, down below, and don't forget to ring the bell to be notified every week and get travel tips and tricks every Tuesday. Make sure you stay tuned until to the end, because I'll be sharing you 10 tips or 10 things to know before you actually land and arrive in Kenya. Point number 1, the language. So in Kenya we have 2 national languages, which is number 1 English and number 1 Kiswahili. And yes, majority, especially if you're traveling in Nairobi and you go to the major things like safaris, they do understand English. But if you now travel like up country, off path, then it will be a little bit more difficult. And to be honest, majority of the people here, they talk a mix between English and Swahili, due to the reason that their mother language is one of their tribes. That might be a little bit confusing. So in Kenya, we have more than 40 different tribes, which means when you grow up in one tribe, that's your mother language. Additionally, when you join school, you will be taught in English and Swahili as your second or even third language. So for you actually to travel in Kenya, or just for your holidays, it's always good if you just check out a few words like greetings, how are you, or jambo. So just to get to know some words, because it will help you very much when you are in Kenya to arrive here and to travel. Number 2, money, very important. So for your credit card, which one to choose? Choose the Visa credit card. Of course, there are so many others and you can choose others, but for example, if you just compare Visa and MasterCard, out of my own experience and experience of my clients, MasterCards, sometimes you will have difficulties to get the money, or ATMs who accept MasterCards. Additionally, which money to carry, which currency to use. Generally in Kenya, we only use Kenyan shillings. That's our local currency here. If you go on safari, and also tour operators and big hotels, they do accept dollars. But it doesn't make sense. Like I say, if you're from Europe and you have euros, then you exchange them in dollars and then to exchange them in Kenyan shillings. Pay your safari upfront, and when you come to Kenya, just use the ATM. But what you have to consider by using ATMs in Kenya, there is a daily maximum. You can get 40,000 Kenyan shillings, which is equal to $400 per day. So if you're planning to spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a safari, go and get this money in advance, or the easiest way is to pay your safari upfront before you come to Kenya. Number 3, internet. Yes, it's very important, and yes, in Kenya we have internet. So, okay, I disappoint you, the Wi-Fi here is not the best. So even in malls or in big hotels, you will find them struggling with Wi-Fi, even if they are saying they have Wi-Fi. So it's better you actually get a local SIM card, which is very cheap and the network is very good. So to choose, I would suggest you to choose Safaricom. And here you can just buy a Safaricom SIM card, which costs you $1. And then daily or even monthly, you can ask them, they will help you. And you can just buy local bundles, like daily bundles, so that you actually have access and internet everywhere you are going in Kenya. And a tip, if you're getting to a Safaricom shop, number 1, go early in the morning, they might be very full. And number 2, don't forget to carry your original passport. They can only give you a SIM card if you carry the passport. Number 4, M-Pesa. This is something new for us, or for all the travelers, for people who don't live in Kenya. This is a very, very smart way Kenyans use on how to pay with their phone. It's like a small bank in your phone. So If you just come for 2 weeks, then this one is not necessary for you, to be honest. But if you're here long term or you're traveling and you don't want to carry cash, it's easy and you can get more information at your Safaricom shop, because it will help you to travel safe without cash. And everywhere, if you're in a hotel, if you go locally, if you just buy something on a small shop, in a market, you can pay with your phone. Number 5, vaccinations. What? Yes, and before I go deeper into that, I have actually made a full video about which vaccinations I need. All about yellow fever, malaria. Just check out the video here and you find it down in the description. Tip number 6. Do you need a visa? Yes, you do, not unless you are East African citizen. So, how to apply for a visa? The easiest way is, oh no, actually not the easiest way. So there are 2 ways. One way, you can apply it online, which is $50 plus maybe $1 for application fee. Or the second one is you just get it on arrival here. So at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourself, do you want to be more safe and get it in advance, or you are that flexible and easygoing and say, it's okay, I can just get it the moment I arrive. Tip number 7, your safety. Okay, this is for so many people a reason why they say, okay, I don't want to travel to Kenya or even to Africa because I don't feel safe. But to be honest, just trust your gut. Be mindful. Be aware of what you are doing and don't do anything here you wouldn't do at home as well. So there are just simple rules to follow to make sure you are safe, especially in Nairobi. One rule, for example, is don't walk alone or don't walk in darkness. We have so many easy systems, like you can just order an Uber for $1 or $2, which takes you from A to B. So if you still have so many questions about security or how to travel safe, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on my social medias, or just, I will put the link down in the description and you can get a free consultation with me. Additionally, I have just recently done a video about don't do this in Nairobi, so just check it out. Point number 8, infrastructure. You won't believe it, but Kenya and especially Nairobi, we are highly developed. Yes, we have hospitals, yes, we have malls, yes, you will get your Starbucks coffee, no problem. Only things for you maybe to know in advance additionally is that we have a huge traffic, especially in Nairobi, and also the ways on how to move around. So you can either order a taxi, you can go via bus, or even from Nairobi to Mombasa, we have a train or even a plane. The plane tickets are very cheap to go just for a few days to a holiday to the beach, for example. Or the best way to travel around in Nairobi or even in Mombasa is to use Uber. Or if you are more locally and you say you actually want to download the local app, it's called Bolt, which works the same like Uber. Number 9, most likely the most important thing for you, safaris. So, online, you most likely find like millions of offers, millions of different tour operators, different prices, different itineraries, and at the end of the day, you are more confused which offer to choose, which company to use, or how much actually you should pay. So, I have a very easy solution for you. If you're confused and you think, I need some help in that, easily you can just reach out to me. So apart from that, I get so many questions. Can I do a self-drive safari in Kenya? And honestly, I don't recommend anything like that. In Kenya, to drive by yourself as a foreigner, I would not even drive myself on a safari. So it's better to go with a local, or of course a safari company who arrange everything for you, so that you have a local driver. He knows the roads, he knows how to handle the police, he knows when you are on safari and how to spot the lions or the giraffes. Because at the end of the day, what is more worse if you spend all the money and the time for your holiday to come to Kenya and then you go to Masai Mara or Amboseli, but you don't even see the animals you wanted to see. And the last one, number 10, be aware of monkeys. Yes, it's not a joke. Like last time when I was on a holiday in Diani, I had a small cake. I put it on my table and I just went inside shortly to get some milk and a coffee. and it was gone. So if you want to eat your food, watch out your food. If you liked the video and you really enjoyed it, give me a like. And of course, comment if you want to know something else about traveling, or if you have a challenge or a problem, just reach out to me. Feel free to share the video with your friends, especially if you have someone, your friends or family, who wants to travel to East Africa. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to see me every single week.